welcome back to Good Day. So let's paint this picture for you here. You're kicking back with your favorite classic novel and thinking, you know, a good drink would go well with a good book.
Yeah, but it has to match the theme of the writing. The book has to inspire the drink. Toledo Spirits is making that happen with a novel, a literary drink menu. Ben Bodine, Allison Fiskus are here to explain. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so you got the drinks, you got the books.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is fun. Who came up with this idea?
It started off just, you know, our team kind of thought like doing a menu based on, you know, classic books, well-known books was a good start. And then we kind of partnered with the library, said, what books should we do? And they gave us a list. We went on our list and kind of did a collaboration back and forth.
Cool.
I would say this probably takes a lot of back and forth to kind of see what would mash up here, what would mash up there. So how did you start to kind of come up with the books? Are we talking about some of the older classics or some of the new favorites?
It was actually a really interesting part of the collaboration because the list that they brought to us was what you would consider like your classics, right?
Yep.
And a fun part of working for the library, being a librarian, is you get to really see as things are happening, what are becoming the modern classics, what are becoming the things that people really are attuned to and reading. And so we got to come back and say, like, you can't have a book list without A Court of Thorns and Roses and Heated Rivalry in 2026.
Heated Rivalry. You at home, you've heard of that one here. That's probably one of the newest on this list here. Yeah. And
Because I would think if you were putting together like a classics list and drink, something like The Great Gatsby or something would make a lot of sense if you were putting together like a cocktail list or something
That
like that.
would be the obvious one. And we chose to go a not obvious one.
I saw A Clockwork Orange on there. I saw, what is it, Where the Crawdads Sing, is that right? Yeah, Twilight is on the list, so that's a little bit different too. So, all right, we got the books. How many are there, by the way, in this list?
I honestly can't remember.
14.
14, I was going to say, it looks like about a dozen. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of drinks to match with this.
So it's 12 main cocktails, and then we have 2 mocktails.
Mocktails, beautiful. All right, well, we're going to let you get to work over here. We're looking at a couple of those there. They look fantastic.
All right.
So what did you bring to make this morning?
Give it a try.
So I brought enough to make 2 cocktails. So the first one we're going to do is called Silver Skin, and that is based on Twilight.
Twilight.
So we got Twilight here. Okay, so this is, I forgot it's a book. I think of it as, of course,
movie.
the movie series as well. So that's why it's good to get the librarians and the library involved. So what are we going to mix?
All right, so we've got 1.5 ounces of bourbon. We've got 1 ounce of blood orange juice.
Oh, I was wondering what that was. I was like, what?
So that makes sense, right? Blood,
Exactly.
orange juice.
We've got 1/2 ounce of Campari.
Okay. And what is that?
Campari is a very like bitter Italian aperitif.
smell it.
It's good on its own. It works really well with cocktails.
Okay.
It's kind of a acquired
bitter, though.
taste.
Okay.
An acquired taste.
And then we've got 1/2 ounce of house-made spruce syrup. So we harvested some.
Like pine needles?
Yeah,
or something?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
That's where all the old Christmas trees went.
Yeah. I mean, they're making them, reusing them there.
And then the last thing I'm putting in there is just some foaming agent to give it a little bit.
Oh, okay. So
nice
it's gonna
look
look
to
kind of
it.
cool too. It's the fun part. The shake part.
Yeah, this is the good part.
All right.
And is there an exact science how long you're supposed to do that for? Do you count?
Just until it gets cold.
Okay.
You're like, your hand finally is like, okay, that's good. Hands are freezing here.
Strain it out.
And so you do your own, clearly, because you're a distillery, right?
We are a distillery, so we are very lucky in the fact that we get to use our own spirits for pretty much anything that we make.
Look at that. That's
so
cool.
the blood, what'd you say? Was that blood orange?
That is blood orange juice,
Yeah.
and then
What is that?
to finish it off, some
There's some
edible
sparkles,
glitter.
edible glitter in there. Allison, did you help them pick some? Did you say I would love for you to make a cocktail with this particular book? Was one of these on your list that you really wanted to try?
I will be the first person to say Heated Rivalry.
Heated
was, in fact,
Rivalry was
that
all right. Okay, yeah. What are we making this time?
All right, so the next one is called Midnight Highway.
Okay.
And this is a riff on the Jack Kerouac book, On the Road.
On the road.
Okay. You find it, Amanda?
Find it.
There we go.
They're in the front. Here we go.
How easy. Okay.
All right, so this is going to have 1.5 ounces of our King and Dane Reunion rum. That is a bourbon barrel aged silver rum, aged for 2 years. It's quite nice. We've
Aged for
got
2 years. All right.
3/4 ounce of lemon juice,
I
3/4
wouldn't think
ounce
rum and lemon
of
juice. Okay.
ginger
Why
syrup,
not?
Okay, I don't know.
and then what we call bartender's ketchup, Saint Germain.
Bartender's ketchup.
Why? You just use it a lot, or what?
It's the stuff
one of
everybody
those
likes, or what?
It's one of those ingredients that it can go anywhere and it makes everything better.
Okay. All right. All right. Bartender's
reason.
ketchup.
All right, so
Okay.
then we're gonna shake all that up.
Okay.
That's nice. Okay, shake it.
Ooh.
Technique.
It's a very Tom Cruise.
Do another nice strain there.
Oh, and that's in a fun glass.
Yeah, I'll say, so you use different glasses based on the drink?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you'll notice, the glass isn't full, so then we go ahead
Oh.
and
That's
we
where this
add
came from.
some lager,
Okay.
High Life.
He's got the champagne of beers over here.
So essentially, it's like a fancy shandy.
Okay. A fancy Okay. All right. I get
I like
that.
that idea.
On the road.
And we top it with, a little spilly.
That's all right.
That's fine. A little spray of Angostura bitters,
Oh, okay.
and then a dehydrated lemon.
Gonna
Right
push
on
it over
top.
so we can see it a little bit more. There we go. Right up next to the other guy.
at that.
Beautiful. Look at those. So, Allison, why is this so important to establish these connections and to do these collaborations together?
Sure. So the library is always looking for new and innovative ways to meet people where they are. We are a celebration of Toledo talent, Toledo business, and all of that plays into, what we want to use to inspire other library users, be it in reading, be it in small business, be it in whatever it is. So this gave us a real great opportunity to meet people in places that were not the library.
Yeah.
Host a book club there, pass out some bookmarks, really get people thinking about what their reading journey is.
What
and
they might
finding the
want
book.
to read next.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
When can people get some of these drinks? When are you guys open?
We are open Thursday through Sunday. Our times vary for the most part, but Thursday through Saturday we're open at 4 o'clock. Sunday we are open for brunch.
I've heard things about the brunch over there.
it's
I've
wild.
heard things about the brunch over there. Some good things.
Yeah. So we
Yes.
do a Sunday brunch, and then we just started doing a Saturday brunch.
Okay.
But this menu goes until June 7th, unless enough people ask for more. Then we might
keep it going.
continue it on.
All right, and you guys are just down the street from us here on
we are.
Summit.
Just in case you need more time to read the book.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
keep
good.
it
Well,
going.
those look fantastic. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having
It's
us.
cool collaboration.
Yeah, it is cool.
All right. So up next on Toledo's most watched 9 a.m. show, Amanda, you're heading out to the garden?
Yes, this
Okay.
week we're putting some herbs into the ground. Fingers crossed we don't see any more frost. I know, Ryan, you already did kind of give us a heads up.
I'll put the blower fan out there for you.
Thank you
I'll
very
help
much.
out.
Appreciate it. Good Day returns in just a moment.